When you think about life in the waters of the world, you know that there are certain creatures that exist down there that many don't get to see that much. But because of the vastness of the ocean and how life tends to go and usurp expectations, sometimes there are creatures that lived millions of years ago and yet are still around, much to the surprise of many. And one of these creatures was actually found last year. Allow us to show you how this rare shark was thought to be extinct. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 3. The Pondicherry shark. The Pondicherry shark is an extremely rare, small, stocky creature, which measures around 3 feet long and has a long, pointed snout. This species can be identified by the shape of its upper teeth, which are strongly serrated near the base and smooth-edged near the tip, and by its first dorsal fin, which is large with a long, free rear tip. It was once found throughout Indo-Pacific coastal waters from the Gulf of Oman to New Guinea, and is known to enter freshwater, unlike its famous relative, the great white. Fewer than 20 specimens are available for study, and most aspects of its natural history are unknown, with the creature thought to be extinct since the 70s. That was until famed biologist and conservationist Forrest Galante spent 3 years looking for evidence that the apex predator lives. Discovery Channel's Extinct or Alive, the Lost Shark revealed. He said, "My life's work is dedicated to the pursuit of animals the world has given up on. If we find these magnificent creatures, it's possible to secure funding to help preserve and protect them." The Pondicherry is no different. It's an animal that has disappeared off the face of the earth since the 70s, and thus, no conservation efforts are in place to attempt to protect them and their habitat. My goal is to change that. Weighing a variety of factors and drawing the conclusion that it could still be out there is what led me to where and how we conducted the survey. A noble mission, and one that's tested him in various ways. Number 2. Catching the shark. As he needed to go and find the Pondicherry shark, he had to try and understand its way of living, and that led to certain revelations and problems. Due to the Pondicherry's unusual life cycle, it enters into freshwater rivers within its range annually. This means there's a bottleneck where all the sharks line up at the river mouths. Unfortunately, this makes them a very easy target for unregulated fishing, and that has driven the population of an already very elusive shark to the point of collapse. This expedition is the culmination of about 3 years of research, making contacts, applying for permits, etc. After weighing variables, we come to the conclusion of whether or not it's worthwhile, and if so, where and how to search. Mr. Galante led the team in their endeavors, where he put his life on the line in the name of science. He noted, "Once all the research and prep were done, it was a team of 3 of us as scientists, plus the 7 people that make up the production team." Naturally, he did go and find the Pondicherry, and obviously, he was elated. It's amazing to know that what we found is the animals we're looking for. It confirms that ongoing survival of the species, even if we didn't see a live one. So it was overall a huge win. Number 1. Proof of life. What this also goes to show is that there's a lot more out there in the depths of the waters of the world than some would care to admit. We already know of previously thought extinct species of shark and fish like the goblin shark, the frilled shark, and the coelacanth. And now we can add the Pondicherry shark to that list. But is there more out there just waiting to be found? More than likely, yes. And it's up to people like Galante to go and find them when no one else will. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the Pondicherry shark and how it was a shark long thought extinct and yet proven to be very much alive? Were you amazed by the effort it took to prove this shark was real? What do you personally think of the shark itself? And just as important, do you think that there are more believed extinct creatures in the waters for us to find? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.